Chapter 24 Sparkling Eyes Under the Sparkling Night Sky. The festival was sadly coming to an end. As the stars greeted the night sky, the school set up the fireworks show, which would be the end of the event. Students, families, and guests migrated to different spots on the campus to get the best view. The rooftop, the courtyard, the hallways, all were filled with the excited chatter as they awaited for the colorful show. Izuku strolled down the empty hallway, dragging his feet as he struggled to stay awake. I'm exhausted. I looked everywhere for Yin, and I couldn't find her anywhere. Not even Atra knew where she was. Yin, you guys didn't talk? Well, she isn't answering her phone. She must have gone home. There's so much I need to talk to her about, but maybe she's avoiding me. I guess if someone I didn't like confessed their love for me, I'd be a bit uncomfortable too. He found his way into an empty classroom as he pulled a chair from the desk and sat by the window, waiting for the fireworks to begin. He laid his head against the glass, looking down at the people gathering in the courtyard. As he watched as little kids played tag, students took their phones out, and couples laid on grass together. He sighed. The expression on her face replayed in his mind, over and over like a broken record. She looked so shocked, but didn't have her usual disgusted, flustered look. Just a normal, flustered look. He pressed his palm against his eyes as he tilted his head back, cursing at himself for being unable to get her face out of his head. Even if I do see her again, I don't know what to say. A loud pop came from outside, and Izuku looked to see the fireworks had begun. Colorful sparkles sprinkled in the night sky. The crowd below gasped, recording and taking photos as they enjoyed the show. The fireworks were pretty. And suddenly, he heard the door to the classroom slide open. Yin slamming it open as she stood in the doorway, still dressed in her princess costume. She was panting heavily, her neat hairdo a mess, and her vibrant makeup faded. Izuku's mouth fell open as he jumped up from his chair, watching Yin drag her feet as she angrily approached him. Yin, what's wrong? Where the hell have you been? She hissed angrily, falling to her knees and pressing her hands onto the cold tile as she tried to catch her breath. What do you mean? I've been looking for you all over the damn school. You have? Yes! Oh my gosh, I think I just took 500,000 steps trying to find your stupid ass. I'm sorry, I was looking for you. I thought you left. Why would I leave? I think we have some things to talk about, don't we? His lips sealed, his ears turning a deep red. Yin looked up at his blushed cheeks, which made her face do the same. Well, did you not mean what you said earlier? I did, he promised, bending down to her height. The hues of the fireworks lit up the dark room with red, blue, green, purple, pink. She had spent hours running around the school, searching for him, rehearsing the words over and over in her head, and yet, standing before him now, they refused to come out. If I can't find the right words, then... Without another thought, she grabbed the collar of his shirt and pulled him into a kiss. Izuku's eyes widened in shock, his breath hitching as he felt the warmth of her lips against his. Outside, the sharp crackles of the explosions echoed in the distance, a fitting contrast to the thunderous pounding of his heart. She pulled away just as quickly, still gripping his collar, her gaze falling to the floor. You told me to be selfish. So, there you go, she whispered. A moment of hesitation passed before Izuku threw his arms around her, burying his face into her neck as he held her tightly. Midoriya? Be as selfish with me as you want, he whispered back. I'm really happy. Her lips curved into a grin as she held him back. You meant everything you said earlier? Every bit of it. Then why me, though? I haven't done anything for you." Izuku pulled away, their faces inches apart. "That's not true at all." It isn't? You were the first person in a long time to ask me to rely on them." Really? Mm-hmm. It meant so much to know that you cared enough about me to want me to lean on you. You told me to be more selfish. I don't think anyone's ever asked me to do that before. As a teacher and previous hero, I've told myself that I need to keep pushing myself forward towards a goal without looking back. But you looked at me and said, "It's okay to rest. It's okay to need someone." And that made me really happy. It did? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, it did. He smiled, cupping the sides of her face. "So thank you, Yin." I, She stuttered, still feeling awkward. "Well, if it wasn't obvious, I love you too, Midoriya." His eyes went wide. "Wait, really? Love? Why are you surprised?" I'm not really sure. I just wasn't expecting you to love me." "Okay, and I won't." "What? No, you can." "I can? I mean, you will, or I want you to." Yin burst out into laughter, her hands flying over to her mouth in vain of attempt to stifle her sound. Her light, airy melody spilled into the air, filling the space and wrapping around Izuku like sunlight. He couldn't help it. He started laughing too, his own nervousness melting away at the sound of her joy after realizing she was teasing him. She finally gathered herself again, letting out an exhale to steady herself. "You just have to promise me one thing." Anything." I'm still scared. I don't want to rely on you too much. You and your kindness. And I don't want to be the reason that something happens to you. Even if it's not my fault." "You won't be. Nothing will happen to me. Don't hesitate for a second when it comes to me, okay? I'll be there for you when you need it, no matter what it is. If I need to be your husband, I'll do it. If you need a giant cake to satisfy your taste buds, I'll bake it. If you need to be held to sleep, my arms are open. You can always trust me. Always," he said, firmly, holding her hand against his chest. She gave a sad smile, her dew-like eyes sparkling with happy tears. "Then I'll trust you with my whole heart, and I'll protect you," Izuku said softly, his forehead resting against hers. "For as long as you'll let me." Then he pressed his lips onto hers, melting against her without holding back. She melted into him, his arms circling around her waist, pulling her closer, and all that quiet restraint slipped away. Hello everyone, it is me, Ray. And I should say tomorrow is the final episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this story oh so much, but how do I say this? Once again, after finishing this story, I will go on a little break from doing My Hero Academia. No worries, it won't be too long. I'm almost finishing up reading the book that I'm doing right now, but you guys get to decide. I have 2 books ready. I have a Kirishima book and a Bakugo book. I know it's a hard decision, but you got to do it, okay? Pretty please? Just pick. But basically, the Kirishima story is a fantasy realm, of course. We do love fantasy, okay? But it's not really fantasy. It's just like royalty type shit, but who cares? But the other one, oh my god, why is it taking forever for this to load? But the other one is the Bakugo one, and I have not read it actually. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind, I have. Anyways, but it's, how do I put this? It's a mermaid. Anyways, it's basically just a small little chapter of a, Bakugo X mermaid reader. Oh my god, I just realized I've been rambling on for like 2 minutes. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Anyways, I love you all so much. Bye. Mwah.